Salutations, Slam. This Dark Slayer from Haltessiagaming, and it's been a while, I know. But we've got ourselves a deck profile that I won with. For the most part, not anything too crazy, just like some ratio changes with the non-engine and whatnot. I really liked how the deck felt. Um, I liked the non-engine choices. I didn't feel like any card was wasted. I didn't feel like there was a situation where it was like, oh, I wish I played like a different non-engine, or didn't play something that I did. Right. So I felt pretty good about the list, and I wanted to make a deck profile because also, I want to give a shout out to RHJR for asking for the deck profile because I probably wouldn't have uploaded otherwise. Um, and also, while I'm here, I do want to also give another shout out to someone who has been in the community for a while, been in my Discord for some years now. I want to say like what, like 2 or 3 years now, right? But I wanted to include it in this video. Congratulations to Chase. He ended up making top 32 at the NAWCQ. Um, and it's I'm just gotta say, like, it's been really crazy to watch Chase's growth over the last couple of years. Because this is actually not his first like big performance or anything like that. He's won like several case tournaments. He's won like regionals and whatnot, right? Every year we pretty much play like the same deck, right? In 2024 it was like Tempai. In 2023 it was branded, right? And this year, he took it all the way to the NAWCQ. He actually has a feature match. He ended up winning the feature match, which was it was just it was so surreal to see. And I just wanted to give a shout out to him, let him know I'm really proud of you and everything. I know we all said it in the Discord, but I wanted to say it in the video too. Um, so yeah, just once again, Chase, we're all really proud of you. Very happy to see how far you've come, and I will say, I kind of putting the fire under my heels. I gotta make sure I'm still able to give you any advice at all. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the deck profile. Like I said, there's not really gonna be that much. As that's like there's not any really crazy stuff. Um, right? It's pretty standard list, but it's just like the non-engine stuff. So two vanilla, three sage, three maiden, three barrel, three load, one drill beam, three wishes, one roar, one mausoleum, one majesty, one true light, right? And that's pretty much the engine. And then we have our non-engine, right? We've got two copies of Evenly that I played in the main deck. Um, I like I only saw it once, but the time I saw it, it won me the game. Um, I but even though I didn't see it, I feel like it would have been really strong at that event because I literally like only went second most of the time. Like I think I went first like one game, because I always like won game one, and then because I won game one, I was always going second game two. So this never came out of the deck. And like the one time I did actually draw, it was against Mermail after they hand looped me for three, and so I just evenly them broke the whole board and then comboed in main phase two and won the game. So yeah, evenly was really good. And then we have three copies of Purge, broken card, absolutely crazy. Three copies of Imperm, just good hand traps that don't trigger called by or talents. Speaking of talent, playing the one talent in the main along with the one called by. I think these cards are just really good. Let's move those out of frame so we're not getting too much glare. I've main decked one copy of Nib. Nib is, he's been coming in clutch. I drew it against, the one combo deck I played against, which was really funny. Well, actually, I didn't draw it against Mermail. I didn't draw it against Mermail, but I did draw it against the new like Cyber Dragon deck that's like being played right now. That like searches Clockwork Knight and everything. That got the new support out of the new set or whatever. So I drew it against them, and it was good. I attributed the board. I didn't have to deal with anything. The one copy of Effect Veiler to search if you already have Maiden. 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird. I really like this inclusion because sometimes you just normal Droll and combo with it. I actually did do this in my top 4 match, I believe, because I opened like all non-engine, but like I drew Droll, so I was able to go like, no, I literally, it was like Droll Veiler. I normal Droll, linked it off, got the field spell, made the link one, got the blue eyes, and then extra normal the Veiler to make Spirit Dragon, right? And I was able to play like that. So that was pretty nice. And then the last 3 cards are the, yeah, this card's stupid. This card is very, very, very dumb. The fact that this is not truly a hard once per turn is really stupid. You should not be able to activate more than one of this. Every single time in the tournament where they had the answer for the Fuelos, I had the second Fuelos, like every time. It was so stupid. But that's the main deck. Clean 40 card list. Like I said, I really enjoyed the ratios. Everything felt good. Now onto the extra deck. All right, onto the extra deck. The I feel very good about almost everything in the extra. There is one card that I'm probably going to change moving forward, but aside from that, I really like the list. But yeah, Tyrant, Neo, Two Spirit, Blue Eyes Ultimate, Ultimate Spirit. Azure Eyes. I did make this one time. The one time I went first, I did end up ending on. It was like Spirit, Azure Eyes, Hieratic Seal, Majesty. I think I ended on, and it was just way too much. Yeah, Lightstorm Dragon. This card's really really stupid. The fact that it's you just non-targeting pop stuff. I played against the Odeon deck, I want to say, right? And I was able to use Lightstorm Dragon to just like clear all the back row and everything. Along, I play this to help play around like Nib and talents, right? So like if you end on like the Spirit Dragon and everything like that, Nib like the Spirit Dragon still end board, and then they nib you. You can chain Spirit Dragon, summon them along. They tribute them along, and they tribute the seal. You summon off from deck, off of the seal. You summon a Blue Eyes, which then triggers the Maiden to summon back. You make another Spirit, and the Malong bounces the Nib back to hand, so they don't have that to like hit into your board, right? And so you still end on like basically the same board, minus like one interaction. You trade like 1 for 1 basically. Um, the Ancient Fairy Dragon. I really enjoy this card. Like this will make more sense once we get to the side deck, but I like the card. And then this is the card that I think really pushed Blue Eyes over the edge. I think the fact that you can OTK with 2 monsters on the board is so stupid, right? The fact that a singular Spirit Dragon represents lethal is so stupid, because you can synchro off your Blue Eyes and your like tuner, make Spirit Dragon, attack for 25, tag out into this, attack for 33, and then True Light bring back the Blue Eyes, and that's lethal. This is legitimately something I feel like you absolutely have to play this in this deck. Like this pushes the deck over, because now they never live, because this always represents lethal. Um, 2 copies of the Link 1 Hieratic Seal, 1 SP Little Knight. This is the card that I would say I'm considering taking out of the extra deck. I just find I never make it, and like there are times when I can make it, but in the situation where I can make it, it's just not good to make. So I'm probably going to end up taking this out for maybe like either another Hieratic Seal or maybe another Link 1. I'm not really sure what I'm going to end up playing, but this is the card that I would, take out. And then we have Typhon, the card you play if you're losing. Funnily enough, like I actually like had to make it, but then I won. Right? I was able to be like, this was the last piece that I needed to be able to crack the board. And then because like Blue Eyes is able to like build a board on the opponent's turn, I was able to like basically crack the board, go into Typhon, finish cracking the board, have Majesty set, summon the Blue Eyes on their turn, and then have Majesty to disrupt them along with like Baylor and whatnot, and they weren't able to play through it. And then so actually I think another thing I might do is I might play Zeus, because after you've like used this, being able to turn this into a Zeus and have it as a disruption is also pretty strong. But I don't know what the last card in my extra deck is going to be, but that's the SP is the card that I feel like I would take out of the deck. And then we have like the side deck. Pretty simple. Um, 3 Lancia, 1 Chaos Hunter, 2 Bell, second Nib, Duster, 2 Storm, Secret Village. This, you search this with Ancient Fairy Dragon as part of like your going first combo post board. You search this, and then you summon Maiden on their turn. You're there locked out of spells, which is pretty strong. Dragon's Mind. This is basically just an extra copy of Solemn Judgment, and then Dragon's Mind is something you can reset, which is nice. Um, and also like going second into trap decks, like the counter traps are not bad because you can, negate the trap cards and whatnot. And yeah, that's the list. Like I said, not anything crazy. A lot of it's just like ratios and like non-engine choices. I really liked it, and like I said, like there wasn't really anything that I felt like, man, I kind of wish I wasn't playing this or whatever, right? I felt like everything was good and had its purpose. Another reason why I like the ratios is that post board is just like stupid easy to side. So like post board against Malice, like these just immediately turn into Lancias, right? Right, like these turn into Lancias. The callback comes out against Malice, and then you put in the Chaos Hunter, right? You take this out, you put in like the second nib. If you're going first, right, like the Evenlies and the Fulos come out, and you put in like the counter traps in the Secret Village. Like it's really really easy to board because you like it's very easy to just like trade stuff one for one basically, right? Yeah, really like the deck. I thought everything felt really strong, really consistent. Um, and yeah, there's not like I said, there's not really anything like crazy. There's not any like new tech or anything like that. The deck has become very, very, very streamlined. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not too much to say about the deck. Not too much to do with the deck. All of the combos and whatnot are pretty much known at this point. You either play like this kind of like mid-rangey version of the deck, or you play like the combo variant. I like the mid-rangey version better because it's like, I'm gonna be real, even as like a more mid-rangey version, I feel like the boards this deck makes are just way too strong for most decks to break, right? Like, because if you like end on like, so like Spirit Dragon, Hieratic Seal, Valor, Majesty, Drill Beam, like 90% of decks cannot play through that, and then it's like if you also have like, other hand traps on top of that, right? Because you have Imperm, you have Purge, you have Nibiru, you have, Droll and Lockbird, right? So if you see like any of those cards, dude, they just, they can't beat it. And then it's just like your grind game is just so stupidly, ridiculously insane. Um, and yeah, it's just like you're just so good at OTKing. Your deck's so versatile. So yeah, it's like there's not really anything else to say about the deck. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that's probably gonna be it. This has been Dark Slayering from Haltessiagaming. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please go drink some water. And once again, good job, Chase. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let me throw this in here real quick. Um, so I just wanted to basically let it be known that I'm probably going to be uploading like content for other card games. Because I've been playing Pokemon TCG, I've been playing One Piece, and in addition to like just doing more like live games, I guess. I wanted to kind of be able to upload deck profiles for like the other card games that I've been playing because while yes I upload content for YouTube, a large part of me uploading content is also for me and to have like kind of a journal to look back on the things that I've been doing in my life and whatnot. And so the fact that I don't have like anything for like my One Piece stuff kind of bothers me, right? Because it's like with Yu-Gi-Oh, I can like look back on like the decks that I played. I can watch like my old feature matches and stuff like that, right? I can look at like the formats and everything like that. I can basically like reminisce and whatnot through my YouTube channel. But the fact that there's nothing for Pokemon and nothing for Yu-Gi-Oh feels kind of weird to me, especially One Piece because like for context in One Piece, like I've been playing that game for like 2 years now, I want to say, right? Like I've been playing One Piece for a while now, and it's like like there's nothing on my YouTube channel for like when I was going through that journey of me like playing like one specific budget deck that was like almost all bulk and like going through that deck building process and like basically going through like a low key a sealed only challenge with it or whatever, right? There wasn't like a catalog of when I like won my first tournament with it, right? There's not like that format where I'd like, figured out a deck that was good in the format that no one else was playing and then I was like going undefeated with it or anything like that. Right, there's not like a category when I was like winning tournaments and everything and like all like the prize support and everything, right? Like the box opening where I've like pulled like the Mongo rare or whatever, like that hasn't been cataloged, right? Or like with Pokemon where it's like, I got into Pokemon TCG like um I want to say I got into Pokemon last year, right? Like mid to late last year. Around the time when Pokemon Pocket came out, like maybe like 2 weeks after Pokemon Pocket came out is when I got to the Pokemon TCG, right? Like that journey hasn't been cataloged, or like how I like was able to build Charizard and like win my first tournament, and like literally like I want to say like the first tournament I went to for Pokemon TCG, I won that tournament playing Charizard, right? And this was like before the League Battle deck even came out or whatever, right? Or like the breakthroughs I've had in Pokemon where I basically developed a new build of Charizard, and like the fact that there's just no content on like the other things I've been doing, it kind of bothers me. So I'll probably be uploading more stuff of that, and then also going back to Yu-Gi-Oh, like Edison. For context, Edison has been like primarily what I've been playing for like the last couple of months, and so it's like none of my Edison stuff is on here. And so yeah, I'm probably gonna be uploading content for stuff aside from like modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I still debate whether or not I do like discussion type videos where I just kind of like talk about like stuff in the community. Like will people like how like I've seen people upload like their thoughts on the ban list or the format or whatever, right? Like or like whatever the drama of the week is for you. I probably will not be uploading stuff like that because I don't really care about it that much, right? But I do really want to be able to like have content related to the other card games that I'm playing. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you ended up staying this far, um, if you ended up staying this far, leave a comment saying like, ooh, okay, leave a comment saying your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh video game. If you've ever played any of the Yu-Gi-Oh video games, leave a comment saying your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh video game, and you'll win a prize. I won't tell you what it is. So the first person who does that will win a prize. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please go drink some water.